For example, like I bought this bottle, and I did it on purpose. I bought this bottle of the cheapest Canadian whiskey for my band, and I was just to fuck with them, it was, oh my God, it's horrible. And I'm not if I have to take shots of something, if it's not like Grey Goose or something like that, it's typically like whiskey, like Jack Daniels or something. But I'm not like a whiskey guy.
Right.
This whiskey it's the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. And I know some of my guys watch this, so they could definitely attest to this. It's the worst. So even if I wasn't a whiskey guy, I can tell this is not good whiskey. So that's kind of what I meant by you were a beer guy, do you think
if I were to drink more beer, I would drink it more often. Straight up
disgusting.
Well, real quick, what was the name of that whiskey? Let's give them a plug.
I honestly don't. I don't remember the name, but put it this way: it's what's the standard size bottle? What's it, a liter? I think it was like a liter.
Know.
It's your typical size,
probably
like,
a quart.
Bottle. No, it wasn't a quart. That's bigger than a liter.
Gotcha.
I think it was 1 liter.
Honestly, the thought of whiskey
was like $10.
Making me like want to punch niggas.
It was $10.
Does that do that to you too?
What?
Whiskey.
No, I just don't.
Is it
like
a different type of drunk?
Liquor.
Do you get like a different type of buzz with,
I don't
with
notice
whiskey?
it.
See,
like, if I'm drinking any sort of liquor, I know I'm gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna be like I'm just gonna have 3 drinks and it's not gonna be like that for me. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, I drank tequila, I'm ready to fight a nigga. Like, cause some people be like, oh, if I drink that, I do that. Right, I'm not.
A lot of people are like that. I can't drink whiskey.
I know once I drink unless I'm like at a bar or some shit where obviously I'm not gonna spend $100 on fucking alcohol. If I'm at a party, Jimmy's seen this before. You've seen this before. If it's just basically unlimited drinks, or no one's gonna be like, oh, you can only have 3, I'm gonna just drink until I'm fucked up, and I'm gonna be like, it's time to sleep, nigga. It's time to close these eyes. That's how I am. I'm not an angry person. I don't get horny. I don't get hungry. I just want to go to sleep.
See, now I'm not.
Yeah, you don't get mischievous. You don't start feel like you're missing something.
I mean, at
like,
some
I
point,
gotta get out.
like,
There's something going on, man.
If you just heard Jimmy just doing the Undertaker's thing,
oh, you heard it?
Music, that night before I got to that point, because we weren't inside,
we were at a party.
When we went to the liquor store, which was my idea. Why the fuck you listen to a drunk person? But we went to the liquor store, and I was calling the guy that worked there all sorts of bitches and shit. But other than that, I'm not generally. Yeah, I was harassed. But other than that, I'm not gonna be like, you want to fight, man? You want to fight? I'm not. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need.
He was just Bob turned up, and if you could imagine, Bob's already turned up on a normal day. So
I guess, yeah.
Wasn't it something about he didn't like Mountain Dew or something? Wasn't there Mountain Dew somewhere?
Who didn't like Mountain Dew?
The nigga that was working at the liquor store. Like, right, I was, Ron, when I say I was fucked up that night, bro, I remember that was like 4th of July, like 2016, 15.
I still have the photo. And
which photo was it? Was it the one because remember we did a Drunk Bob Hollywood episode.
He was on the balcony.
It might have been in there.
It was at one of his friend's house. It was at a
he was like laid out.
Laid out in between.
Yeah, we have that on the YouTube.
Hugging the we probably do, actually, now that I think about it. He was between the railing of the balcony and the air conditioning unit.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what that was called. And radiator.
Literally just passed out. And I don't know why I thought of this, but I started playing Undertaker's old Dead Man Walking theme music right when he first went to the American Badass gimmick. And Bob literally stood right up.
Yeah,
like nothing was happening.
Mind you, we were outside. I was in the grass, done. And he played it. Got up.
He got right the fuck up.
I straight up was like, don't turn that shit off, bro. Like,
yeah, and he made it. I don't know how that happened or what was going through his body.
I was fucked up that
He was very drunk that night. Very drunk that night. But see, like, going back to some people get tired, some people get violent, some people this, whatever. Like, I feel like I don't have any of that. Like, I don't get tired if I'm drinking. I don't get angry and violent when I'm drinking. I'm just a social fucking, like, butterfly when I drink. I get... not more excited or more animated.
Oh, no.
Okay. We're not going to talk about that one night like
that is accurate, bro.
No, we're not. But no, so I get a little more animated when I drink or when I'm drunk.
You get like, I'm not listening to you. Like, not like you just be like,
reckless?
I don't want to go home or shit like that.
I think reckless. I get reckless.
I don't want to say, it's just more like,
I don't give a fuck.
Defiant. I'm like, all right, Jimmy, it's time to go.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't want to go, but you don't put up any fight. If you're like, I don't want to go, I want to stay, but
I'm not like
getting carted off.
Like,
I'm not like nailing my own feet down to the floor. I'm not leaving this bitch.
Right.
I've always been a drinker, and like I've not so much the drug side of things. And when I say drug, I mean like you know your normal shit like weed or whatever. I used to back in the day, but I've always been a drinker, and I think what has helped me, not helped me, but I think the reason why, because like some people is like. Because even you have your times where you've been like, you're like, I'm not drinking right now. I'm not drinking. And I'm like, bro, just drink. It's okay. But everybody is different. And some people, they don't know when to stop. Or some people, they can't just have one beer. If they have one, they're going to have fucking 20.
They just want to,
So it's like, for me, it's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have an addictive personality with some things. I mean, some things, you know, like I vape and I used to smoke nicotine. Maybe I'm addicted to that. But I can have one beer and be cool. And I can get drunk and not do anything incredibly stupid. Mm-hmm. And I don't need to drink every single night. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like sitting there shaking if I don't have something. Like I'm not that kind. I'm 30 years old and I've fucking been drinking since I was a teenager. So it's like, you know.
Like most people, I think.
Like most people, right. You know what I mean? So I just love drink. I'm just a drinker.
Well, I want to go to it's never been for me like I drank one night, like say Christmas, and get super fucked up, and the next day is like, oh, I'm never fucking touching alcohol again. It'll be like, I don't need to do that for a few days. Like,
right.
I've never been like a same way. I don't have to drink every night. If I'm gonna drink semi regularly, it's gonna be something like beer, like a hard
something
cider,
easy,
something like that. I'm not gonna be a mix of drink sort of person because like liquor, the thought of actual liquor kind of nauseates me. Like if I'm just sitting here thinking like, if you guys let's take shots.
Some people are like that
because I can match the energy.
Yeah,
like what your sister did to me on Christmas.
Right, you were going.
But like I'm never gonna be at home just be like, oh, let me mix this fucking whiskey sour or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It's just that the thought of that is just not for me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like that with Jägermeister. I had too much of a period of time where I was going hard on the Jaeger. And now, no, I was in my younger 20s. I was bad on Jägermeister.
I've never drank that.
And now I smell it, and it just makes me nauseous.
I haven't had Jägermeister since I was like fucking 20.
Oh,
bro.
God.
Like, I like the taste of it, but I just remember that night. It was
you
just
like that? Are you a Licorice fan? Like in general?
I do like Licorice.
I do like Licorice.
Maybe that's why I smelled like it yesterday, because I was smashing Jägermeister. No, I do like Licorice, and it's like, and I never even put those two together, but yeah, that tastes like Licorice.
Last time I had, I'm sorry, were you going?
I was going to say, I haven't had Jägermeister since I was like 20. And I just remember the night that made that my last night, I just drank too much shit. Like, not just Jägermeister,
too much different stuff. That's what fucks you up.
And I was just like, I never want to touch that one thing again. I know that. But I do like the taste. I actually enjoyed the taste of it. And it's been fucking over 10 years since I've had it.
That's what a lot of people get confused. Like, people that drink, like, here's how you're going to, I'm not a drinking expert, but I do know a few things. Here's the thing about drinking. Like, when you mix a whole bunch of different stuff in one night, that's when you're going to fucking puke. That's when you're going to have a bitchin' hangover the next day. If you there's two spirits that you can consume in a night separately that you will have no hangover with. Vodka, good vodka, not the shitty stuff, but like good vodka. If you just drink vodka, you're not going to have a fucking hangover the next day. If you just drink tequila, not going to have a fucking hangover the next day. Where you get the hangover is when you start mixing said vodka or tequila with those mixers, those sweeteners, those
they're going to dehydrate you too much.
You're going to get dehydrated, and then you're going to get a hangover, and then you start smashing beers because you're already drunk, so fuck it, why not? And you start doing all this other stuff. That's when you get a hangover and you get sick. Now, I'm sure there's some people that can sit there and say, oh, I took straight shots of vodka one night, and I woke up vomiting all over my... I guess people are different, but for the mass majority, that's how it is. Like, you got to stick to one thing.
But no, I was going to say, like, to me, a hangover, I've had one hangover, and that was the night
with
that Jägermeister. But
Lord.
It was like, I woke up the next day, and I had plans, and I was just like, it's never going to fucking happen. Like, like my head was just like, I'm not tired. I know I can't go back to sleep, but my fucking head is not a headache so much as it's just like it's fuzzy.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
what the fuck? And it's like I've only had that once. When it comes to like the throwing up, I do that on purpose. I've never drank and been like,
I can't make myself throw
I've never
up
been
on
like, I can't keep this in. Like how Ron
He's
had
gonna
that.
puke.
I've never had that happen.
He's gonna puke.
With alcohol. It's just like, I know I can't put any more alcohol in here.
So you can make yourself throw up.
I know I can't put any more alcohol in there. But I want some more alcohol here.
So
let me make some room. And I'm like,
that's impressive.
I'm like, all 5 fingers. And I'm like, I'm ready. Like,
you really do that? Yes. Does it take your buzz down when you get it out?
I just know I have more room in my stomach. I just have more room in my stomach.
So you just keep going.
Hell yeah.
That's some
I'm
warrior
go
shit.
You're not peeing?
That's some warrior shit.
That's too long.
The pee is more like for like beer, really.
Because I guess
like,
that makes sense.
It's like I'm gonna drink. If you've got me to that point where we're like just drinking alcohol again, if it's like basically unlimited, if it's like a wedding, if we're here or somewhere for a party, I'm not stopping until it's time for me to go to sleep. And very rarely, most times I know
you don't do that all the time, so it's okay when you do.
Every few years,
yeah.
And like for the most part, I know it's like the last few times we've had Christmas or New Year's here, I'm like, I'm done. Like I can't go anywhere. There's nowhere for me to sleep here. I'm sleeping in my car or. Christmas, actually, I don't remember falling asleep. I remember being outside across the street puking and Jimmy coming to find me. But I honestly do not remember laying down and going to sleep. I don't know what happened for you to say you saved my life.
I mean, I'll be honest, Bob has helped me in some situations.
That was the only time, honestly, I don't remember something. Like that night we were talking about me hugging that. I remembered everything. Like I remember some things that definitely aren't going to get mentioned on this fucking podcast. But I remember literally everything. But Christmas, I do not remember being on that couch. Like getting to the couch.
Bob has literally had me over his shoulders a couple of different times, I think. Literally. Like, Jimmy is passed out drunk, and Bob has draped me over his shoulders and carried me up to wherever I was living at the time, and literally has laid me in my bed and been like, all right, he's cool, he's safe. Like, you know what I mean? Yep. Like, and he's done that a few times. And so it's definitely always good to have friends like that. But I think the last time he
doesn't know that he received the wicked hand jibber.
I think, I don't know it. You know? I think the last time I got really drunk was Jägermeister actually was involved. Like I'm saying, because I don't drink a lot. But I drink regularly, so I don't get drunk. I just get tipsy, buzz, whatever you want to call it. Just get a good little.
Feel good.
Yeah. So the last time I was really drunk, my band was playing a show at Fishhead Cantina, and I was fucking with my bassist. I wanted to get him drunk because I know that he doesn't get that drunk that often, and especially not in public. Meaning like he'll get drunk at like a house party or something, but he won't go out to a bar and get shit faced.
Same thing all of a sudden.
So we had a show. We were second to last on. And it's a pre-show ritual, at least with my band. I'm sure many bands have this, where we always do shots before we go on stage. Mm-hmm. And this particular day, since we were second to last on the show, we had to be there for load-in at like fucking 3 o'clock. And we didn't go on until like 9-something. So we had a whole lot of time at this venue with drinks. And you have sometimes fans will buy you drinks. Sometimes, you know, just whatever, however it ends up happening. Mm-hmm. But a guy that I knew that used to come into my work, he showed up. And I was already shoveling shots into my bass player. Because I told you, I was on a mission to fuck him up. And I was shoveling shots into him, beers, you name it. And then this guy showed up and he bought me a triple. He bought me a triple of Jaeger. And I didn't ask him for it. He was like, here's some Jägermeister. It's rock water. And he bought me a triple. And it's just his cup. I'm pretty sure it was way more than 3 shots of Jaeger. And it's making me nasty. I literally gulped it.
Thinking about it.
But that night, so we got on stage and we did the show. Afterwards, I kept drinking. And my bassist and his fiance and a couple of my other band members, they went on the inside of the venue where the food was. And they were sitting at a table. He was eating. And then all of a sudden, he just literally projectile vomited all over the table. Got kicked out of the fucking venue. We had already played.
Okay.
We had already played. The headliner was on at this time. Kicked out of the venue. I get a call from his fiance. I don't even remember this call. She told me.
If that was the night I was there, but
And I don't think you were there that night. We have a picture, which maybe we can insert this picture over this segment if we use this, of me and him together smiling. Neither one of us remember that picture at all. And we look totally fine. We're out of it. And
just gone.
He got
Jimmy's
kicked
not
out.
there.
She called me. Yeah, not at all. The lights were on, but nobody's home. And she called me and says, Jimmy, we are leaving because Stevie threw up everywhere and got kicked out. He threw up in our guitarist's food. So he couldn't eat the rest of his food.
God.
That was a bad night, but it was a fun night, but it was a rough night.
Before we cut, I just want to say I do kind of miss Jaeger bombs. I definitely miss like car bombs, like Irish car bombs. Those.
There's truly in there if you want any more.
Who Irish car bombs? Well, we're about to cut, but
I haven't seen I don't know what that is.
Guinness, and it's fucking.
It hits you?
Oh,
Does it make you tingly?
You need fucking Irish cream. You need Baileys Irish cream. And it's like a sweet, just. That's the only way you can get me drink whiskey these days.
We were at Padonia Station one night, and and I'm going to say this real quickly, we were all really fucked up, and he was buying, there was people next to us at the bar, you bought them tequila shots or something like that. They weren't paying attention, and I'm fucked up, because this is another night Bob literally had to carry me to the car, and I was fucked up. They weren't looking. I took their shots.
I didn't even fucking know that.